Ethan is a serviceman at the Florida Hotel in Florida. After work, he always goes for a juice across the street. A girl is sitting in the juice shop. It's her again, thinks Ethan. She's here every afternoon. I'm going to say hello. Ethan goes into the juice shop and gets a juice. Then he goes across to the girl's table. "Hi," he says. "I'm Ethan. Can I sit with you?" "Okay," she says. "I'm Charlotte."
"I come here for a juice every day after work," says Ethan. "I'm a serviceman at the Florida Hotel." He smiles. "You have beautiful eyes." "Have I?" she says. She doesn't smile.
"Is something wrong, Charlotte?" he asks. "You don't look very happy." It's nothing," she says. "Tell me," says Ethan. "Maybe I can help." "Well," she begins. "Go on," says Ethan.
"My ex is staying at the Florida Hotel," she says. "He has my diamond ring. When I ask him to give them to me, he says, 'No. I want you to come back home to Tampa.' But I don't want to go back to Tampa. He's not nice."
"How long is he going to be at the hotel?" asks Ethan.
2 more days, says Charlotte. He's in room 108.
"Maybe I can get the diamond ring for you," says Ethan. "Maybe I can get into his room."
"Can you?" she says.
"Meet me here tomorrow afternoon at 5, says Ethan.
"Okay, thank you," says Charlotte. "Thank you very much. I've got to go now. See you tomorrow." When Charlotte gets back to her room, she makes a call. "Hello," she says. "It's me. It's okay, the boy's going to do it. Yes, I'm going to get them from him tomorrow afternoon. Okay, I can meet you there the morning. Don't forget to bring the money, $3,000.
Next morning, Ethan arrives at work early. He goes to find room 108. "I have to wait for Charlotte's ex to go out," he thinks. "I don't know his name, but it doesn't matter." Ethan watches the door of room 108. He sees the girl come to clean the rooms. Some minutes later, a man comes out of room 108. That must be Charlotte's ex, thinks Ethan. He waits for the man to leave, and for the cleaning girl to go into room 108. "I need to look in the room," he thinks. Ethan waits for the girl to leave the bedroom, then he goes into the room and begins to look for the diamond ring. "I must be quick," he thinks. "Where are they?" Suddenly, Ethan sees the diamond ring by the bed. Got them. Ethan is leaving the room when he hears the cleaning girl call out to him. "Hey," she says. "What are you doing? Come back." Ethan does not stop. Ethan finishes work that afternoon and leaves the hotel through a door in the next street. When he gets near the front of the hotel, he sees the man from room 108. That's him again, thinks Ethan. That's Charlotte's ex. Ethan waits for the man to go into the hotel, then he goes to the juice shop. Charlotte is at the same table in the juice shop. Ethan gets a juice and goes to sit with her. "I have them," he says, and he puts the diamond ring on the table. "That's great," says Charlotte. "How can I thank you, Ethan?" "You can meet me later," he says. after I go home and change out of my serviceman's uniform. I'm sorry, Ethan, says Charlotte. I can't tonight. Maybe tomorrow night. Okay, says Ethan. Tomorrow night. We can get something to eat first. Yes, okay, says Charlotte. I have to go now, but meet me here tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. Charlotte gets up, ready to leave. Don't forget your key, says Ethan. Oh, thanks, says Charlotte. She takes it from him quickly. See you tomorrow. Ethan is finishing his juice when he sees his friend, Alexander. You are in trouble, Ethan, says Alexander. Calvert's diamond ring are not in his room, room 108. And there are CCTV pictures of you coming from that room. Who is Calvert? Asks Ethan. Suddenly he's not feeling very well. Businessman, says Alexander. His diamond rings sell for thousands of dollars, too. Do you have them? Asks Alexander. No, a girl has them, says Ethan. What girl? Asks Alexander. A girl, says Ethan. And he tells Alexander about Charlotte and her ex. But it's not true, says Alexander, when Ethan finishes speaking. Calvert doesn't have a wife. You have to find that girl and get the diamond ring, Ethan. And you have to do it before the police find you. Ethan walks home to his one-room apartment. How am I going to find her? He thinks. She has Calvert's diamond ring now, so she's not going to meet me again. Is she going to sell them for a lot of money? There is a police car in the street, next to Ethan's apartment. Oh, no. He thinks. They're waiting for me. I can't get into my apartment now. That night, Ethan sleeps on a train in the subway. But early the next morning, "Hey, you," says a man. He's the subway cleaner. "Get up. You can't sleep here all day." "Sorry," says Ethan. People are arriving to get their trains now. One of them stops and looks at a photograph in his newspaper, and then at Ethan. It's him, thinks the man. It's the young man in the newspaper photograph. The police are looking for him. Suddenly, Ethan sees the man looking at him. And he sees his picture on the front of the man's newspaper. I have to get out of here quickly, he thinks. The man with the newspaper finds a policeman. It's him. He tells the policeman. The hotel service man. "Hey, you." The policeman calls to Ethan. Ethan runs. "Stop," calls the policeman. Ethan doesn't stop. I have to get out of this uniform, thinks Ethan. People know I'm the service man. Maybe Alexander can give me something different to wear. When he gets to Alexander's apartment, Alexander opens the door. "I need something to wear," Ethan tells him. "I can't go back to my apartment. My picture's in the newspaper, and—" "Yes, I know," says Alexander. "It's okay. Come in." "Where's the girl?" asks Alexander. "Do you know?" "No," says Ethan. "What can you remember about her?" says Alexander. "There must be something to help you find her." "Yes," Ethan says, suddenly. "Her key." A key to a room in the Royal Hotel. It's a small, cheap hotel near 22nd Street. She must be staying there. What's the time? Nearly 8 o'clock, says Alexander. Maybe she's there now, says Ethan. I have to go. Thanks, Alexander. 20 minutes later, Ethan is near the Royal Hotel. Am I too late? He thinks. Suddenly, Ethan sees Charlotte come out of the hotel. Charlotte. He calls. Wait. I have to talk to you. Charlotte sees him, but she doesn't stop. There is a car waiting for her. She says something to the driver and gets into it quickly. Oh, no, says Ethan. K63, says a young man in the street. Ethan looks at him. What? The girl is going to K63, East 22nd Street, for the boat, says the young man. Ethan smiles. Thanks, he says. And he begins to run. Ethan runs all the way to K63. People are getting onto the boat, and he gets a ticket. On the boat, Ethan looks for Charlotte. But a woman with a newspaper is looking at him. It's the young man in the picture. She tells the man with her. Call the police. The man gets his phone and calls the police. Some time later, Ethan sees Charlotte. She is talking to a man. But Ethan does not see two policemen get on the boat. They quickly find Ethan. Where are Calvert's diamond ring? The first policeman asks him. I don't have them, says Ethan. You don't want me. You want her. She has the diamond ring. Hey, look. He's right, says the second policeman. The two policemen move quickly to Charlotte and the man. I don't understand, says Charlotte. How the two of you are coming with us, says one of the policemen. You are in trouble. Later, Ethan and a policeman take the diamond ring back to the hotel. I'm sorry, Mr. Calvert, says Ethan, and tells him everything. It's okay, says the businessman, smiling. But stay away from girls with beautiful face.